Hey there, guys, you're welcome to ABC News Highlights. My name is Nana Kwame Bobe, and it is time that we fill you in on all that is happening in the country, all that is newsworthy. We are here to give it to you. So we'll dig in and start with our first story. In the spirit of autobiographies and celebrities feeling the need to tell their stories right after Yvonne Nelson's I Am Not Yvonne Nelson, Adjetey Anang, ace actor, popularly known as Pusha, has also released his autobiography. And Ghanaians are talking. Tongues have already started to work because he's revealed he cheated on his wife multiple times during their marriage and that he's blessed by the wife's forgiveness. So this sort of implies that they have talked about it and their marriage is still going strong because the wife has forgiven him. Social media is talking, of course, they will talk, and they've started to compare it to Yvonne Nelson's book where she named Sarkodie and saying that Adjetey Anang didn't feel the need to name any of the woman he cheated on his wife with, but Yvonne Nelson, on the other hand, did. And to all these, I say, people have the power to tell their stories. People own their own rights to review as much as they can or they cannot. And yeah, so that's what we have for you when it comes to Adjetey Anang and his autobiography. I'm sure as people read it, a lot more bombshells are going to drop. So maybe you should cop the book and also read it, support our superstars as they venture into another way of being vulnerable, being honest with their brands. And like that, we're going to move on to our next story. And moving on to our second story, Otumfuo Setutuga Santini has awarded one of his subjects a full scholarship to go and study in the Akintina Piaminka University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development after the person in the name of Kwame Adjetey was able to manufacture a humanoid robot that can speak, that can talk, and even check temperatures of other people present.
Greetings to His Majesty Otumfuo Tutu II, chiefs and elders. I am a humanoid robot. Today, I am very excited to see myself at the Kumasi Manshia Palace, and I am also happy to join you today, as we all celebrate this wonderful Awukuter festival. I am designed by Kwame Adjetey Sroma. He created me purposely to serve as a security. Although I have so many limitations, but I believe that I will be improved in the near future. I am very grateful to His Majesty Otumfuo Tutu II, chiefs and elders, for giving me this great opportunity to talk to you. Thank you very much.
So he is a technical student who couldn't finish his education because of financial hardships. And when he took the robot to the Menshia Palace, he demonstrated what the robot can do. I mean, I would like to say the robot itself demonstrated what it can do as he spoke and said what he does. He spoke on his own without any remote control from Kwame Adjetey. And this is not new. I think recently I also saw on social media when policymakers were interviewing robots of artificial intelligence about how they feel like they will take over jobs and they were speaking on their own. So it just makes you know that it is not that different, the level of wisdom and knowledge that has been bestowed upon the black man. And so thank you to the Asantehene for doing this. And I think this goes further to prove that the government, both traditional and central, are both very committed to making sure that STEM development becomes a very huge part of our development. And just like that, we are moving on to our third story. So nurses have been going to the UK, to the US, to Canada for greener pastures, and recent data shows that over 300 professional nurses and midwives in the Ashanti region alone have left the country for better conditions of service. While the Union of Professional Nurses and Midwives in Ghana, speaking to the media, has said that their conditions are poor, they are impoverished, and if the government should give them better conditions, maybe they might stay. Because a lot of people have been calling the government to try to make them stay and calling them to stay and save the nation and its people. But they're saying, if the conditions are bad, who are we to stay? When people can give you better conditions, when there are better healthcare systems, maybe they feel they need to go. And mind you, when nurses speak of bad conditions, it's not only just about wages, because a lot of people think, oh, they're underpaid. Beyond that, they have little in terms of facilities and machines to make their jobs easier. So yes, this is an appeal to government to give them better conditions and just maybe the greener pastures that they go outside to find can be fostered here. And that is how we end up today. My name is Nana Kwame Bobe. It's been ABC News Highlights. We hope you've been informed. Follow us on ABC News GH on all social media platforms, and also go on to abcnewsgh.com for the latest news in politics, governance, and sports. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to be reminded and to be alerted every time we post, so you are the first person to watch. Thanks for supporting. We'll see you same time another day.